All right, we're going to jump into our backup feature here. We are jumping into game number 3. Oh, I recognize these players here. We got Theodore, Jung up top, and Raja Suliman, both phenomenal players. They are in game 3. Those pips were just left from the last match. Jeskai Oculus up against Orzhov midrange. Yep. Interesting.
This could be the finals. This is a phenomenal matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Theo's a former teammate of mine in multiple Pro Tours. Raja's incredible also, so good stuff here.
Yeah, I would think these players are, within the top 5% for sure of players in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Maybe top 1%.
Yep.
Played against both of them. They're both very scary. And they both play good decks almost all the time. So these are a little bit of, well, they're not playing Is It. So I would wonder their reasoning not to do so.
It looks like Raja is on the team beat Is It.
Okay.
I think cards like Preacher of Schism and Shieldred, these big toughness, kind of powerful anti-aggro cards are quite good in that matchup.
Yep.
A lot of removal spells. Legion to Ashes, again, it can kill an artifact, And so having a deck that can kill the cutter, kill the artifact, and apply a lot of these threats like we see in Brighton Play right now. Preacher, Shieldred, definitely in the trying to beat Is It camp.
Yep, absolutely. And I think on top of that, too, the other sub-game you have to play is what we were kind of talking about. What are the answers that are targeting Is It decks? And Lockdown. Lockdown's everywhere. Yep. So playing Preacher, the Preacher stock has risen tremendously since Tarkir Dragonstorm has come out. So that's a card that was basically a sideboard card for red decks before that, before Lockdown was everywhere. And now it's becoming kind of that main deck all-star once again, and it is a phenomenal card.
Yeah, very, very powerful and hard to deal with. A lot of burst lightnings floating around. Can't touch Preacher.
Yeah, well, for 5 mana.
Sure, I guess.
Come on, Jim.
Sure, I suppose after it's already attacked you twice, you can spend your whole turn to kill it.
There we go. There we go. All right, so Shieldred on the board up against the deck that draws 2 cards often. So this is always really brutal. If you don't have the answer right away for Shieldred, it can be very, very tricky. Yeah,
very powerful in this matchup for sure. And honestly, a lot of things we're talking about these creatures being so durable applies a lot here. Theo's deck, the main kill spell Storage Tower. There are a few, there's a Flood Maw here, Destroy Evil there. But these big 4 toughness creatures are hard to deal with. And Shoulder in particular is so good against Tursa, Steam Core Scholar. If you are the Prof's Eidetic Memory deck, and you're interested in drawing cards for value, Shoulder will be obviously an all-star.
Pretty good against you, yeah, that's for sure. So, looks like players are figuring out, maybe was Preacher used in the wrong thing? Because if you have more life, you draw the card. If you have less life, you make the vampire, right? So, I believe that's how it is. So, they're in no way, shape, or form should be a vampire, right?
Yeah, I would be looking to agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. It looks like that's the case.
Yeah. So we'll see. Once again, first match of the day. It's early here in Minneapolis. You got to shake those cobwebs off. Even great players can, make mistakes too, believe it or not.
Yeah,
except you.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
This is an exciting matchup too, because it's easy to think of a tournament as Is It versus the world, Breach versus the world, whatever. But it's only 30% of the field. There are a bunch of other decks, and there are a bunch of decks trying to beat Is It. And when they clash with each other, now you have kind of weird interactions where okay, well, I brought the Shieldred for Is It, but it's really good against the Oculus deck too. Cool, and the Oculus deck, I have these Destroy Evils that were for one thing, but now they're for this. And, a lot of thinking on the fly, a lot of adapting, and just it's a lot of things to do.
Yeah, no, Standard's great right now. A lot of different decks. And, you get into those spots where you're so many people are I know Is It's going to be the most played deck. I'm going to make sure I'm super prepared for it. Then you lose to Manifold Mouse on turn 2, and then you get Orzhov controlled round 2, and you're I didn't have anything for these matchups. This is still a large tournament where you are going to play against everything. You are going to play against people that qualified with their certain pet deck that they're going to play again and you got to be prepared, for those kind of things and not just the go-to deck. When we played at Pro Tours where it's hey, there is a deck that is the best deck, sometimes it is correct to play this kind of pre-boarded game against these style of popular decks. Regional championships, I almost never have that mentality going into it.
Agree strongly. Yeah. Magic players are very hyperbolic.
Yeah.
And, Is It everywhere. Everyone's playing Is It. I mean, 70% is still a pretty large number.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and I mean, out of a 10-round tournament, you'd play statistically, play against Izzet 3 times.
Right.
You know, what about those other 7 rounds? You going to be all ready to go against one deck and then lose to the rest? All right, there is the nice little spicy tech. Legion of Ashes.
yeah, Theo's in a world of hurt here.
Yeah.
You know, the Scholar is a card that needs help from other cards. Either you're discarding an Oculus or you have a Profs in play.
Yeah.
By itself, a 2/2 flyer for 3 is not rumbling super well. As you see the jump block here on poor Shieldred.
Yeah. And, you know, if you had the Torch the Tower or something, some ability to finish it off here at end step, that would be great. But, oh, man, a helping hand, but at what cost?
Yeah.
What cost of this help?
Yeah, there really are not many Shieldred answers here in this deck. 2 Destroy Evil, some sort of combo of burn spells, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow, just Shieldred went the full distance here. Didn't have any get lost, didn't have any, you know, destroy evils to be able to answer it. And who would have guessed, you know, Shieldred's still a good card.